You know what's a to me? There's a who pick who he fight with.
Right.
Like you see it and you go, oh, I'm not going because this.
I won't him, but I fuck this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
I believe people play with people intelligence the way they play with people intelligence and intellect. You know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean?
Tony Yayo just popped out and called out Jay Prince, putting the spotlight on what might be one of the wildest extortion plays hip-hop's ever seen. Jay Prince allegedly tried to hit 50 Cent with that infamous check-in move, but 50 wasn't having it. Instead of playing along, 50 aired out the whole situation and basically dared Jay Prince to try him.
You know what's a to me? There's a nigga who pick who he fight with.
Right.
Like you see it and you go, oh, I'm not going because this.
I won't him, but I fuck this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight the nigga you think you can beat.
What started as quiet tension just blew up into a straight-up power war between Houston's street empire and G-Unit's militant roots. And believe it or not, this drama been brewing low-key for years before it hit the public eye. To really understand how deep this runs, we gotta take it back, way back to the roots of the smoke between 50 and Jay Prince. Now, Jay Prince, founder of Rap-A-Lot Records, ain't just some music exec. He's the blueprint for a real deal street boss. He been running Houston like a silent general, never doing too much talking, but always making big moves.
Maybe we need to change the word for the youngsters. The checking in part, you know, is they seem to get hung up on that word checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right. What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell them they need to get connected.
Folks in the city don't just respect Jay Prince, they fear him. And not because he's loud or flashy, but because his name means something. His rep been solid for decades. If you were an artist flying into Houston and you didn't check in, you might leave without your chain, or even worse. That's how deep the politics ran. But then there's 50 Cent, the one rapper who was never about that mob-style game. Since his early days beefing with Ja Rule, Irv Gotti, and the whole Murder Inc. crew, 50's name been stamped in concrete for never backing down. His G-Unit brand, built on street discipline, no checking in, no ring kissing, and definitely no paying for protection. So when folks started whispering about 50 possibly relocating to Houston, oh yeah, it was already setting up a turf war waiting to explode, because if 50 was gonna slide into H-Town and not link up with Jay Prince,
you're stuck on stupid, right?
Yeah.
You're stuck on stupid and you're not using your powers or access to powers that you have. You're looking at it as a negative versus a positive. You know, we all know if you can tap into good people wherever you go.
Wherever, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a blessing, Rip.
Real talk.
that's a direct challenge to the throne, and yep, it actually happened. At first, their beef was more like a Cold War from a distance. 50 was in New York doing his usual online trolling, while Jay Prince held down H-Town like the city's underground mayor. They threw shots here and there, but things stayed chill until 50 casually dropped a bombshell on Twitter that shook the whole room. I love New York, but I live in Houston now. I'll explain later. That's what 50 Cent said, but don't get it twisted. He didn't move for no clout or to chase vibes. He had a whole game plan. New York taxes were eating into his money, making business expansion harder than it had to be. Houston, that was a power move, less taxes, more space, and a hip-hop scene ready to explode. Branson Cognac needed a southern hub, and Houston's liquor game was booming like crazy. 50 saw the opportunity and went all in. He wasn't just trying to live in the city, he was trying to inject major money back into it. Culture, branding, entertainment. He wanted to make Houston a new money magnet, but here's the twist. He didn't check in. And for Jay Prince, that was personal. Word on the street is Jay felt like 50 was trying to sit on the throne without ever paying homage, like he was stepping into his territory and ignoring the unwritten rules. Allegedly, folks say Jay Prince sent people to apply pressure on 50. Some even claimed he tried to get him to pay up for street-level protection. But 50, man, he wasn't budging for nobody. He told his circle straight up, G-Unit rolls with their own security and they don't do extortion in the name of respect. Period. That's when things really kicked up. Jay Prince allegedly tried to hit 50 with a no-fly zone over Houston, basically saying, "You're not welcome in this city." That kind of power move might work on new rappers still finding their footing, but not 50. He hit Instagram like it was promo season, memes, slick captions, subliminal jabs. He had a field day with the whole thing. He laughed off the so-called no-fly zone and made it clear he ain't playing mob games with nobody. And behind the scenes, things were falling apart. 50 had plans to build a $20 million G-Unit film and TV studio right in Houston. That spot would have brought jobs, opportunities, internships, all of it.
Got out there, they showed me a lot of love. But Shreveport had the infrastructure already here. Like even the tax incentive was put.
Well, yeah. And so a lot of people have been talking about, man, he's here only because they gave him a cheap deal or something like that. The reality is there's more to that deal than that. Way more.
They can't see.
Break that down.
I'm spending $20 million this year anyway in the same building that they're saying was the cheap building.
Right.
So find somebody else to spend $20 million.
But out of nowhere, the whole project got shifted to Shreveport, Louisiana. Officially, he said it was cause the infrastructure was better. But let's be honest, if you're watching close, you already know the real reason. The street politics in Houston were heating up fast, and 50 wasn't about to play chess with snakes. But here's where the story flips in a poetic twist. Jay Prince might have tried to push 50 out, but Houston, they weren't on that same vibe at all. By 2022, just 1 year after 50 touched down in the city, Houston wasn't just letting him stay, they were rolling out the red carpet. The mayor himself, Sylvester Turner, gave 50 Cent a key to the city and officially made November 24th 50 Cent Day during the annual Thanksgiving Day parade like, what? They treated him like Houston royalty. Turner praised him as a philanthropist, a business boss, and gave him big props for supporting high school kids through his G-Unity program. The crowd went crazy. 50 was up there on that float like he was born and raised in the H.
Came to the city of Houston, but he didn't just come here to live. He has been helping out on so many causes in this city. And especially, he has been in our high schools, turning our high school students into entrepreneurs with his G-Unity program. I've seen him firsthand. This city.
But it didn't stop there. Through his G-Unity Foundation, 50 really started putting in work in the city. He did turkey drives, gave out toys, dropped off donations at schools. He was out here moving like a local legend. He even teamed up with the Houston Rockets, Texans, and Astros through his Sire Spirits brand, making major business and community moves. In 2023 alone, he dropped $850,000 worth of toys back into the community. Then in 2024, he helped raise $500,000 for the Houston Children's Charity by auctioning off 2 giant bottles of his Le Chemin du Roi champagne. That single event ended up pulling in a wild $6 million overall. 50 was doing numbers, showing real love to the city, and Houston loved him right back. Meanwhile, word is Jay Prince was sitting back watching all this go down, like a king who just got pushed off the throne. The man who once ruled Houston's streets from the shadows had to watch another boss get all the love in broad daylight. Then came Tony Yayo, G-Unit's loudest soldier, who finally spoke on it in a Vlad TV interview. He broke down exactly why they never played the check-in game. And it all made sense. According to Tony Yayo, G-Unit moved militant for a reason, and it wasn't just paranoia. He said straight up, he gave 50 the heads up early on. That whole check-in system, it's nothing but a slick setup for extortion. You check in, you pay up, or you risk getting lined up. Jay Prince built his name on the idea that he was protecting artists who came through Houston. He crowned himself king of H-Town and created this fake-friendly tradition called checking in. At first glance, it sounds harmless, like it's all about safety and city respect, but dig deeper, it's just a polished-up extortion hustle. The rules were clear. If you were an artist visiting Houston, you were expected to check in with Jay Prince, pay your respects, and by respects, Yayo meant run them pockets. Allegedly, this was all to make sure you were safe and that if something like your chain went missing, it'd magically get returned. But if you didn't play the game, that's when things got sketchy. Yayo even brought up Pop Smoke's tragic death as a warning. He said when rappers come through without solid protection, or worse, when they trust street ties to keep them safe, they end up as targets.
Hey, I don't want no friends. I don't want no new relationships. All that. Hey, I don't respect none of that shit, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty around me you could call. I ain't nigga. It's plenty ways you could get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that pussy and shit. And I'm good on them keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Man, this man.
And when things go left, ain't nobody really there to step in for you. He warned plain and simple, these street alliances come with strings attached, and once it goes bad, you're on your own. Yayo didn't sugarcoat it. All these mob ties and gangster links, that's how you catch the feds' attention real fast. This ain't the 90s no more. Once it crosses into extortion and setup territory, you're talking RICO charges. That's why G-Unit stayed strapped, stayed smart, and didn't owe nothing to no street boss with a hidden agenda. Then it got uglier. NBA YoungBoy came to Houston on business, refused to check in. Not long after, his spot gets hit. Chains gone, cash missing, keys snatched. Suddenly, Jay Prince hops on Instagram acting like a superhero, claiming he got the stolen goods back. But instead of calling YoungBoy direct, he posted a whole video about it online. YoungBoy clapped back instantly, and he wasn't quiet about it either. YoungBoy didn't hold back. He said if Jay Prince really wanted to help, he wouldn't be doing it all on Instagram like some 60-year-old clout chaser.
Don't turn me down.
What you said?
Don't turn me down, bitch. I don't folk.
Don't turn you down.
Yeah, man. What you on, folk?
What you mean what I'm on?
What you on, man? What the deal there? What up?
What up? You want to buy your shit back or what?
You ain't get you flunked out ass little nigga. I'm trying to see where you at. You dumb mother. What you got? $20 out of car?
Nah, nigga. You know what we got, nigga. Stop that cap.
Man, crazy like a motherfucker.
Nigga, capping, bro. They gonna believe anything.
You want me to start my car? I just took a picture in the same car today with my little boy. You on these like y'all.
I got a call, you know what I mean, because the little homie YoungBoy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and you know, I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, YoungBoy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren. You know, all that shit that they took. And the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas. You got your keys. You got a bunch of other shit, so.
And he wasn't alone. Cameron and Mahe jumped in too, putting Jay Prince on full blast for still acting like he runs the streets. They said it loud. Real OGs uplift, they don't extort. And if you're still trying to play mob boss past your 60s, then you already lost the game.
When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got.
Then there's the dice games. Jay Prince's second favorite hobby after flexing street intimidation. These high-stakes setups are legendary in Houston, but not for the right reasons. Word in the streets, a lot of these games are rigged traps targeting rappers, and the most heartbreaking case, Takeoff. We all remember how Takeoff lost his life after one of those dice nights turned deadly. But what really went down? According to heavy rumors, it wasn't random at all. Sources claim Jay Prince was heated that Takeoff and Quavo didn't check in, right? So he allegedly told his people to teach them a lesson. It was supposed to be just a scare, but it turned into tragedy. Takeoff's life was gone in an instant, and the aftermath, Jay Prince did what he always does, dodged accountability like a pro. Every time the topic came up, he either brushed it off, talked in circles, or tried to play innocent.
What I would say to that is, you know, I have a track record, man, and the Prince family have a track record of 30 plus years of, you know what I mean, honoring and loving on our guests and being with our guests, and no shit like this never happened. But here's the thing, and this is what people don't understand. We ain't never had nobody to attack us, if you know what I mean. You know, when a man attack a situation with a weapon, then, you know.
People even say he admitted to destroying evidence just to keep heat off himself. And Takeoff ain't the only name in this mess. Remember Duke the jeweler won $100,000 at one of those games, probably thinking he just had the best night of his life. But before he could even get to his car, he was ambushed, robbed, and killed. Just like that, another talented black man gone for what? Rigged games and a crooked street code that ain't protecting nobody. Now line that up with what 50 Cent's been doing, building community centers, giving back, feeding families. It's clear who's leaving a legacy and who's still gripping the streets with outdated fear tactics. Word on the street, 50 Cent is making serious moves behind the scenes, quietly talking to people, gathering receipts, and stacking proof that this whole check-in system is really just a full-blown extortion operation. He's been dropping hints that the feds might be getting involved, and if that's true, it's checkmate for J. Prince. See, 50 don't play games, he plays chess. While he's out here posting slick memes and trolling online, he might be quietly building a legal case, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. All it could take is one leak, one post, one federal tip, and J. Prince's whole empire could start crumbling. You got one man holding onto the streets and the other holding the key to the city, but only one of them is winning the war. 50 didn't just relocate to Houston, he took over the whole lane. While J. Prince was allegedly trying to pressure rappers and push outsiders out, 50 came through, got honored by the mayor, fed families, launched real programs, and gave back to the people. He didn't just make noise, he made impact. And now, that whole check-in empire, y'all might be hanging on by a thread. So tell us, who really runs Houston now? Is it the street boss still playing shadow games, or the man with the mayor's blessing and the city behind him? Let us know what you think in the comments. Is 50 Cent going too far? Or is he the hero nobody saw coming? The one bold enough to expose the dark truth behind hip-hop's gatekeeping? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. This drama ain't done yet, and trust us, it gets even messier.